Hello, this is Captain Pop Pop and welcome to Tool School. And today we're going to take a look at the hammers. Hammers been around since a million years BC. And there's all types of hammers. We're going to take a look at a couple of the common ones. This is called a claw hammer or a carpenter's hammer. And this is a one piece, which is a modern day style, but traditionally they had wood handles and were fastened with a wedge. This is the face of the hammer, and the bell of the hammer, the neck of the hammer, the cheeks of the hammer, and the claw of the hammer. And this is the most common hammer today. And they come in a variety of weights and sizes for different jobs. A big hammer and a professional carpenter might have a 22 ounce hammer, but this one's designed for pulling nails and hammering nails. And when you're going to hammer into wood, this is a little trick. This is a nail. You take that nail and you put it across the grain, the head, and hit it like that. And then you get her started, and you come back and you drop the nail by inserting that head in across the grain. It keeps it from splitting, keeps the wood from splitting. That's a carpenter's trick. This is the hammer you need to have around the house if you're going to only be allowed to have one hammer. I've accumulated several different kind of hammers. This is has a bunch of different nicknames and real names. I believe its real name is the engineer's hammer. I call it the mechanic's hammer. People call it the ball peen hammer. And it's because the peen, this end of the hammer, is round. And in mechanic world, if you're going to be rounding over or beveling over an edge, or you're going to you're working on metal, you would use this peening end to take over a metal and round out or flare out the end of a piece of metal. It's a real nice hammer, fits easy in your toolbox, and this is what you'll find in most mechanics toolboxes, and it works hand in hand with chisels when you're working on machinery. Engineer's hammer. What else we going to call her? Ball peen hammer. Okay. This is called club hammer. Its traditional name is a club hammer. I like to call it a hand sledge or a 5-pound hand sledge. It's got sledgehammers and club hammers usually have two ends. When I picked this one out for me, I wanted universal to be able to do two jobs at a time, where I can use this for splitting rock. If you're going to use a hammer like this and you're going out to split rock, you always want to have safety glasses on. And most all the time you're using hammers, you should have some kind of safety glasses on to protect your eyes from chips and metal flying and wood chips flying and so forth like that. Any type of real nice safety glass. This is a great mallet for just getting down and banging in, and you got to do some heavy work, okay? So we're going to call this one the club hammer. And they come in a variety of handles now. This is a high tensile plastic of some sort, and they're not inserted into the eye anymore with wedges. They're using modern day heavy duty epoxies. Okay, we'll look at here's a rubber mallet. I use this all the time for everything. It's used around the shop for bending metal or taking dents out of anything in a car fender. It's a real nice soft blow hammer for just a whole bunch of different uses when you need to make an impact on something and you really don't need to damage it. You'd use a rubber mallet. They originally were made of leather, and most all the leather ones have been replaced now with some sort of white or black rubber. The newer models are coming out in white, so they don't leave a black mark. A rubber mallet, right? Okay, look at, here's a cute little one. This is just to remind you that there's brass hammers, and they're designed to work on metal without damaging, and to work around metal without creating sparks. And when they used to work in coal mines and there were gases forming, they used aluminum hammers and bronze hammers and brass hammers to prevent an accidental spark from creating. But this is a cute little hammer, and I'll use this if I'm going to be hanging a picture frame on the wall, or one of those little picture hangers. I'll come up there and go boop, 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 and send that nail in there nice. Here's a this is a big old sledgehammer, but it's also, I'm going to call it a log splitting sledge, and it's for really doing heavy duty, tough work, and it'll get the job done if you need to split some wood. All of these hammers, and this usually comes in a double face. Again, I selected 2 different faces on my sledge in case I needed to use this for chopping some concrete or chopping down some brick or anything like that. I got a great big heavy duty hammer. So hammers get pretty big. Hammers work in hand with chisels, and you can work with chisels and others. See, this is if you're going to split some wood or something, you can get your hatchet out, and you can come up and split wood. Okay, well, that's Captain Pop-Pop, and we're out here checking out hammers, and we just took a quick look at them, and I hope I helped you out in some form or way. You all have a good afternoon, and we'll see you from Tool School. Bye-bye.